Their morality is low. That's why David said, though I walk through the valley. What is a valley? A low land. That's what a valley is. If you go down into a valley, you got to go down into a valley. This is that valley of the shadow of death, man. You don't know where you can get it at, man. Right. Murder and death is around the corner, man. Stray bullets, pipeline explosions. You might have your fuel tank explode. You might get hit by a semi. This is the valley of the shadow of death, man. That morality is low here. You can be a transgender. You can be a transformer. You can be a homosexual, a lesbian, who knows what. You can marry a car here, man. Look it up if you think I'm lying. You can marry a damn car, man, legally. You can marry a horse in some states, man. You can sleep with your sister in some states, man. You think God ain't gonna come visit America, man? You witnessing it now.
Right, because in Leviticus it says, "Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy sister," right? Of thy father's daughter.
Yeah, that's inbred.
Yep.
There's laws against everything, but your pork chop pastor will tell you, "Oh, you can do what you will, because the law's done away with." That's lawlessness. The Lord is not lawless, man.
But if the law is done away with, then why is America going to be destroyed then?
That's right. That's
because,
right.
like Paul said, where there's no law, there's no transgression.
That's right.
So something is wrong about that. Since this place is going to be judged, why is it going to be judged though? Off of what? Because it has to be judged off something.
Yep, that'll be wrong, right?
Right. Yeah, because in the courtroom, you're not judged by off anything, man. You are judged by the law.
You're judged by the crime that you committed.
Yeah. Yeah, because you are breaking the law.
That's right. This is Revelations 18 and verse 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High has remembered her iniquities.
Right, man. And America's sins have reached unto heaven, man. Have reached unto heaven. So, America has to pay for its crimes, man. It has to pay for the blood that it has shed, man. It has to pay for the blood that it has shed against the Israelites, man. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. And those that look like the other nations, man. Because you touched the sons and daughters of God, man. You touched the sons and daughters of God, man. Just like Rome touched who, man? They touched the Messiah, man. They touched him. So what's going to happen to the new Roman Empire, man? Because America is that deadly wound that was healed.
That's right, brother.
Roman structure, is it not?
This is Roman architecture. Banks,
right?
The Senate, the Congress.
Plus, Rome had what? Cobblestone, right?
That's right.
This
is a cobblestone road.
Like in the downtown.
They got bigger ones. This is brick, but
in St. Louis downtown, there's a whole street. There's a whole street that's full of cobblestone. You can't drive on it.
Yep.
Cobblestone comes from Rome, man. This comes from Rome, man. This is Rome all over again. All right, man. The Senate, the plebeians, and the patricians, man. These presidents or your Roman Caesars, man. Or your Roman Caesars, man. There's nothing new, man.
And then Rome, I bet you didn't know, Rome had a way. They had a highway system. They had a predominant, it was called the Appian Way.
Yep.
So Rome had a highway. What was America known for? One of its great innovations? Highways. The Appian Way, look at it. It says because that's how Rome was able to taxation and Rome fell because their military was stretched out. And they started evaluating the Roman denarius. They started adding inferior metals onto that. Just like America and its dollar. American dollar, back in the day, you had 10 cents, you could buy a lot of things.
Yeah.
You had $1, that was like having $100, man. Now what has happened? The devaluation of the money, and it's getting worse. That's why they're handing you people out stimulus checks. You get 200, they give 250 a month. That's what you call devaluating the dollar. Then you're gonna have inflation. Then you're gonna have something called hyperinflation. That's where you may be eating a meal and your steak might jump up $5-6 by the time you eating it. That's coming here. You better look at the Weimar Republic in Germany, man. They needed a wheelbarrow of money to buy one loaf of bread, man. That's what's coming to America because they have to, it's called a financial reset. All the money's gonna go digital. That's why you have Bitcoin, you have blockchain. These are the new currency. They're taking the dollar out and you're gonna have to have digital currency, man.
Right. Plus, Rome fell because of the denarius, man.
Yep.
It devalued, man. So America is the new Roman Empire.
That's right.
It's going to fall because of the devaluing of the money, man.
Yep.
And this money, man, it's not backed by gold, man.
Yep.
Because real money is gold and silver. Right, man. At least Rome's denarius was in gold, man. At least that. This place is this. You people are boasting about paper, man.
It's worth less than actually the money that's in it's printed on.
Right, because the elites, they don't have money, man. They have gold, man.
They have
That's
resources.
The real money.
They have land. Who you think owns the banks? The elites. Your Rothschilds, your DuPonts, your Gettys, your Warburgs, your Oppenheimers. These ruling class families, man. They own the banks. And guess what the banks own? All of these businesses, man.
Yep.
They own your business. They own your job, man. So what happens when they go? That's why they're going to make these vaccines mandatory. You're going to have it to work. They said the government won't do it, but they said if the employers do it, we can't do nothing. And the banks own it anyway. They own all the employers. That's why they monopolize all these businesses like Kmart, Walmart, Kroger's, Gerbs. They're all owned under the same umbrella companies. They make an illusion that you're buying at a different shop because you go here, you go to Walgreens, you think you're giving your money to a different person. No, you're giving it to the same corporation. You're giving it to the same entity, which is the devil, man. This man right here is the wicked. These elite families, they're blood-drinking psychopaths, man. And they don't care about you either, man. You lumped up with us because they're going to put you into slavery right with us, man. Why you think they're going to mark you people? This vaccine is going to be mandatory. You will have no choice. These are your rulers right here, man. These men you probably never even heard of. You never even seen. They control they own your social security number.
They own you. And your social, it is gambled. It is gambled
on Wall Street.
On the stock market.
On the stock market. Your numbers in the stock market.
With your birth certificate.
It's printed on. It's printed on what? What kind of paper is it printed on?
Birth certificate.
It's printed on a certain paper.
It is.
Bank note. It's printed on a bank receipt. So showing you that your birth certificate, you come out when your mother signs that and your father signs it, it's a receipt. Just like you go to the store and you purchase a water and you get that printed out receipt, they're saying, okay, thank you for producing this item. Here is your receipt.
It's a trust. The trust is created in your name, and you essentially are a share in the private corporation that is the United States of America.
Come on, man. This is the thing about it. What does it say? You're willfully ignorant. And the Bible said, my people are destroyed for the lack of wisdom. That's why you have to study, because once you know you have to be in the game to fight it. These elites have been waiting on this truth. The elites have been waiting on men like us. They've been gauging the time the Lord would wake up his prophets and his people. So now they got a smear campaign to demonize us, to say we're crazy, we're this, we're that. But ain't nobody talking about the pedophiles that been raping children in the Catholic Church for decades now.
Right.
Bodies, man. They done raped men, you can't even count them, that are actually still alive and kicking with families, man. They're grandfathers now.
40 million children disappear every year. Yep. Those are just the ones that have birth certificates.
So imagine the minors that have come up from Guatemala, Honduras, the ones that have disappeared. They ain't even got mother or father now. They're going to the what's the chemical, to the treasure or the damn gland, man. What's the gland I'm talking about? No, they extract it out of there once they torture you. It's adrenal gland.
Yeah.
It's adrenal gland. These elites, they're addicted to it. It's what, if you ever seen Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, you've seen that movie? You know the last one when they're in a hotel and he's like, man, I got that from some Satanist. He said, it's good shit. It's the best. It's adrenal gland. And Johnny Depp took it and he said, what is this adrenal gland? It's an actual drug. Some of these presidents carry it around in a vial, man. They get high off of it. So what happens? We know what happens with every drug you take. You have to take more of it to get the same reaction. And then after a while, you get addicted to it.
Right.
Heroin,
Yep.
you get dope sick. This drug is worse than heroin. You literally, your body probably feels like it's dying. So they literally now, you're looking at all these men that have touched that drug are addicted to killing little children, man.
Yeah. Because when a child is being tortured, its body send off, is it a gas or something like that?
It's a chemical.
Yeah, sends off a chemical. Sends off a chemical that goes into the child's blood,
And they extract it.
Right.
This is the book of Job 9:24. It says the earth is given into the hands of the wicked.
This is the wicked. The wicked.
Aleister Crowley, what did Aleister Crowley call himself? He said he's the most wickedest man on the earth. He said through great power is through the anus of a black boy. By his own words. They know who we are. Why do you think we run the way we do? We jump the way we do. We fight the way we do. We're showpieces. They got mad at Simone Biles because she dropped out of the Olympics. The greatest gymnastic to ever live, man. They got mad at her. Why? Because they didn't make America a gold medal. She said, I'm tired of dancing for you. Do it yourself.
Plus her teammates were mad at her. No, not her team. Well, yeah, her teammates they was mad at her because she was constantly winning.
Yep.
How was that her fault though?
That's right.
She's always practicing. Practice makes perfect, right?
Yep. That's right.
Now, since she was constantly practicing, she's the best gymnast in the whole earth, man.
That's right. We're the best.
Exactly.
If we're such they niggas, why can't they do what we do, man? And understand that. If we're at a low level, they call us this, they lock their doors whenever they see us walk out of stores, they look at us like that. Why can't you do what we do? If you greater than us, why do your women go tanning? Why do they want their skin to look like us, man? Why is that? Why on the wedding day does a woman be like, oh man, I want to be as pale as possible? What woman you hear saying that? No, because this melanin you see, it's in our eyes. It's in our bones, it's in our taste buds, it's in our ears. That's why we hear music different. That's why we taste food different. You taste our food, you can tell the difference. We're better, man. And this is nature. That's like you saying a lion should be a lion. Because that's not fair. It don't matter. That's nature. Get used to it. We're the lions, man. And you're gonna pay. Someone must pay for this, man. The rape, rob, they fed our babies to alligators, man. The sons of God. That's why God said they're sons of men and they're sons of God, man. These people you see, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans with an app. I got it. I pulled it up early. Go ahead, bro.
Now, these people are the sons of the wicked. These are the Edomites in the Bible. Now, Edom means red. Now, his name was called Esau.
That's right.
Esau means wasted away is he.
The pigment.
Right. And what's wasted away? His pigment. Because Cain, at first Cain looked just like his brother. Cain had melanin until he killed his brother, and then God basically stripped him of his pigment.
Stripped him of life. Now knowing that melanin affects how you taste, how you see, how you walk, it's in your bones. The Lord stripped one of the most important chemicals that every other nation has. Chinese people have melanin. Hawaiian people got melanin. Indian people got melanin. Native Americans got melanin. Look how black the Native Americans are. But they'll tell you they're white, they're lily white. No, that's not right. And I got the precept when you're ready.
And plus, that's why Cain said, whoever shall see me shall kill me.
Because they know he was stripped of his melanin.
Yep. It was someone, and when they saw him, they knew that he was a man of sin, because Miriam, Moses' sister,
That's right, brother.
she was stripped of her melanin,
She said she was white as snow.
right, for 7 days, but she had to be put outside of the camp though. So having leprosy, that's a skin disease. That's a curse according to the Bible.
This is Zechariah 2:8, and it says, "But thus saith the Lord of hosts, after the glory have I sent thee unto the nations, which spoiled you. For he that toucheth you, toucheth the apple of his eye." Go ahead, bro.
Now we are the apple of God's eye because we are His chosen people, whether you like it or not. We are the actual seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay, we are the actual seed of the biblical Israelites. We are those people. Now, our people will come looking like everybody.
Every other nation.
They will come looking like you and you. Yeah. All right, color doesn't matter. It's your spirit.
That's why they don't put us on the news. Because they put us on the news and say we're a hate group. We got guys that look white as you saying and on the same side as us, with the same garments on, saying the same thing we saying. That the white people are going into slavery, man. They can't do it. It's only fair. Revelation, I got it. Listen, I'm gonna show you, because when I talk, it's like I'm getting emotions. No, I'm gonna show you the Bible. The Lord about payback, man. Because your pastors and your church won't tell you this because they want to make money. We don't have a collection plate. We care if you listen. We know, we believe. We're out here to tell and warn you. Because then you can't say you didn't know. You can't say, "Oh God, I didn't know about this. I didn't know about your people." No, you have no cloak now. You open to it. It says what? Faith cometh by hearing. That's all you got to do is hear. Then you checked off. Your blood is off our hands.
And that's why it says in the scriptures, a tooth for a tooth
and an eye for an eye.
Basically, you do something to someone, they do it back to you. That's justice according to the Bible. Now, the Edomites are going into slavery. The other nations are going into slavery.
That's right.
But these people, they will get it the worst. They will have 1,000 years of slavery, and after that, they will be exterminated.
That's right.
By the house of Jacob and the house of Joseph.
Thus saith the Lord.
Yeah.
Revelations 13 and 9. Listen close. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints.
And
that's King James.
Right.
I ain't reading no trick book.
So if you put
I ain't reading no trick book.
So if you put someone in slavery, you have to go. That's just what it is.
Hey. That's it right there. That's it right there. King James, ain't it? Ain't that in every church? This ain't no 3-card Monty. This ain't no tricks, man. Go ahead, son. And it says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
Now get
Exodus.
Genesis 9 and 6.
Gotcha. This is the book of Genesis 9 and verse 6. And it says, whoso sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed. For the image of the Most High, it says, for the image of the Most High made he man.
So if you shed someone's blood, then your blood must be shed. Because murder, it is not justified in the scriptures. You cannot murder, period. And these, where's it at?
Which one you want?
Get out, yeah.
Gotcha.
We were murdered. We were hung, murdered. All right, because of our iniquities and because of our sins. All right, now God, He put the Spirit on these people to do this. But just because He put the Spirit on them to do it, they still got to pay for it.
That's right. Got you.
Go ahead.
This is Exodus 21 and 16. He that stealeth a man and selleth him He that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hands, he shall surely be put to death.
So if you steal someone and you sell them and they are still found in your hands, you have to pay for that. Because in the scriptures, because in the Ten Commandments it says, thou shalt not steal. You shall not steal what? People,
cattle,
and merchandise.
Yep.
Cattle, all that. You cannot steal anything from anyone.
And what did they do to us in the interiors of Africa? How do you hear? It said if a man be stolen and he be stolen and he found in your hand, so who's the true judge? They say that the Lord's coming back. What is he coming back? He's a balance. He's coming back for judgment and redeeming. He's going to rip us out of our hand. Man, just like Moses said, let my people go. Why did the Egyptians go? Let's go back to that story. He said, Moses, right? Yeah, yeah, exactly. So that's showing separation, is it not? He's showing a sect of people that he loved. He said, let my. That's a possessive. So if I go up and say, hey, let my son go. That's my son. I ain't talking about nobody else. I'm talking about give me my son. That's what he said. This is my firstborn, Israel. The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, we became a nation in Egypt. We left out by the millions. They said there were about 1 million of us that came out of Egypt, man.
Plus Pharaoh, he wanted all the male children of the Israelites to basically be put to death.
Because they knew there was a separation.
Yeah.
They wasn't killing their own people. You ain't gonna be like, damn, let me kill the male, because that in the ancient world, you needed men, more warriors, more stronger army. So why would Pharaoh kill his own men? He wasn't killing his own men. He was killing another nation. So this whole come together, everybody love hands, and we're all the same people. That's finito. That's a modern day terminology and thinking. That's why you had villages. You can just come into a village. They're gonna be like, who sent you? What are you doing here? You could be a spy. What are you doing here? Who's your father? You would go through the ringer before you came in a village. But now it's all everybody loves everybody. No, this book was letters. It was doctrines. It was a family book that somebody found. That's like you going to somebody's house, you pick up their memoirs and their family album, and you start looking through, you like, man, I really like this family. Let me join it. Can you do that? That don't make sense, right? You can't pick that album up and stick photos of yourself. This is what they did. They took and stuck photos of themselves as the Lord.
Because the Messiah don't look nothing like this at all.
We got the facts. You might see this and be like, oh shit, they're extreme. No, this is the facts. Look at this guy. These two are the same. These two are the same. Look at their face. Cover up the hat. Look at the facial features. Ain't that the same dude? That's the same guy. Now we're going to get into history. His name is Caesar Cesare Borgia, the son of the 6th Pope of Rome. Okay?
Yep. His father's name was Rodrigo Borgia. So
he was the Pope. So he commissioned Michelangelo and Leonardo to paint the image of Christ, the Son of God, as being his son. This guy was an incest. He was a murderer. He was a sicko. All you got to do is watch the TV series, The Borgia Family. This is the same guy that they tell you that that's your Messiah. No, the Messiah looked like us, man. He said his skin was burnt bronze, man. Hair of wool. I got you. Lock here. Go ahead.
Now you must believe what the scriptures say. Now it don't matter if it offends you. It doesn't matter.
Yep.
Right? Because they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth.
Yep.
And the truth is the Bible.
Yep.
It doesn't matter how you feel. It is what it is.
Yep. That's like if we push you out of the way of a car and you scuff your arm and you hit your head and you get mad at somebody for pushing you out of the way of an oncoming car. That's what this Bible is. It's harsh, but it's going to save your life. And it's going to condemn those. This is our book. We're getting who we are back. Why do you think we run around these ghettos shooting each other and smoking crack and lost? Because we don't know who we are. We run around thinking we black, Africans. That's the deepest we go. You got to be a name of Leo, Scorpio, Africanus. That's how you be an African. So we ain't African.
Plus, black means absent of light. We're not black. We're brown. All right. This pigment, it comes from the earth. Now, of the dirt. The deeper you dig, the darker it gets. Now, you have East Indians that's darker than we are.
That's right.
But they're not called black. Why is that?
That's true.
You have Africans that's darker than us. They're not called black, and they don't even like us.
Didn't the Indians have us in they were having us in slavery as well?
Yeah. It was a slave trade.
Look.
It was a slave trade.
Yeah.
Right there.
All right. Now, the Arabs, they looked like us. The Arabs were very dark. All right. The Arabs had afros and braids too, just like we did.
But there were another people.
Right.
There were another people. So that's why the brother said earlier, all these nations got to go into slavery. Everybody touched the honey pot. Everybody touched us. That's why the Lord said, he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of mine eye. We're the Most High's focus, man. That's why the earth focuses on us. They focus on how we dress. They focus on what we eat. They focus on how we dance. We're trendsetters. Know it or not, how are we at our lowest? We were just less than 100 years ago, there's still, I heard a few years ago, there's a slave that was still alive. That was actually a slave picking cotton. We ain't been long since
That's a Hebrew symbol.
I got you, bro.
And it's Ta in the Hebrew. Ta. That means power. X-Men, unknown men. Who are the unknown men? The elect of the nation of Israel.
I got you. Look, I'm gonna show you. We're gonna show you today because this is Paleo Hebrew. This is the original Hebrew. This is the Hebrew, not the Yiddish. This is the original Hebrew.
See, like
Right here, bro. Right there. See that? See that symbol? Now look what I'm gonna do. What I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna click off there. That's all yep, exactly. Look. Come on. There we go. Oh yeah, appreciate you, man. Let me ask you where your father from, bro. What's your daddy?
Yeah, my biological father.
Yeah, what was he? What was his nation? Where did he come from?
He was born in Kentucky.
Oh, okay. Was he a Native American? That's what I'm saying. Where did he come from before he was in America? Where did your line go back to?
Like your roots.
Let's see, his father was also born in Kentucky.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, hey, man, appreciate you coming by.
Yeah.
Hey, you do your research, man. We're not out here to sift who is what. Like we said earlier, we come looking like whatever, it's up to you. Our job is just to give this out, man. Time is short. Time is short. They're getting ready to move. My advice is you take that Jabberwocky, you're going to deal with some things. Now, this is the X-Men. All I did was type in X-Men symbol.
Look at it.
Same one.
Sure.
Right here.
Yeah, thank you.
That's the X-Men
That's the
symbol.
X-Men symbol.
Now, if I go to the Hebrew symbol, I go to the Tha. They know. So they're telling you who the real X-Men are. Where do you think they got the concept of that? They follow the Bible. It says every great movie director must be a Bible scholar.
Why do they have things in such plain sight?
Because the people they're relying on people's ignorance. Yeah. They're relying on people shopping and on Facebook. People are fickle these days, man. They're addicted to likes. You got old people that are on Snapchat, on these social medias when you're a grown person. What are you doing? I get it, you contacting your grandkids, but the time we at now, they force people into, it says in the last days, men shall be lovers of themselves. What do you have that's craze today? Selfies. Selfies.
Now, Superman's name.
Hello?
Yeah. Now, what
Check
does
this
that
out.
mean, though? Well, now, what does Kal-El mean? Do you know? Okay, now, Kal-El is a Hebrew name.
Yep.
Now, Kal is call.
Call.
Now,
K-A-L.
and El is Allah. Called Allah, all power.
It's Hebrew. And he said he was from another planet.
Yeah.
He was from another solar system. They call us alien. Even the Star Wars, which are Endor. That was who Saul went to see in the scriptures. He went to the Witch of Endor, and you had the Endor constellation in Star Wars. They're planting it right in your sight. They're not depending on us being who we are. So we're the greatest. What we're saying here, this is not a pride issue. This is not us saying, well, we're cool. No. Just like how nature works, you need a lion to control the growth of different animals. They're predatory. You hear what I'm saying? That's why the Lord gave them that ability to be stronger. They can pull down a wildebeest, man. I've seen lions go with giraffes. They have no fear. They'll try to kill a rhino. You see what I'm saying? That's what is in us. We are the lions of this ecosystem called the human race of man. So that's why you have different races can be like rhinos and giraffes. We're the lions. So that's why the Lord said Judah is an old lion.
Got you.
Who's check this out.
Now, this is Genesis 49 and I believe it's 9.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, Genesis 49, yep.
Check this out.
Judah is a lion's whelp.
It's a what?
It's a lion's whelp.
A lion's whelp is a lion's baby. A lion's cub. It says Judah is a lion's cub.
From the prey, my son, thou art going up.
And the prey is these heathens. Why do I say that? The time of King David. What was King David known for? Was jacking up the heathens. It says Saul has killed his thousands. King David has killed his 10,000s. We were going to war with these nations, the Philistines. We were going to war with these other nations. The Lord established us as a king. Now keep going.
He says he stooped down. He couched as a lion.
When you see a lion crouch down, just like you see circus lions, they're crouching. Usual time, you don't see a lion in a circus act up on his paws. They gotta crouch. They gotta wait till the trainer comes and calls them to the actual act. So they crouch down. So it's just like an old lion in the wilderness. We crouch down like we've given up.
And as an old lion, who shall rouse him up?
So what's happening now? It's an arousing process. That's why you see the whole, you see a lot of us going into activism. The Black Lives Matter that was set up, I don't even want to type that. That was set up by George Soros.
That's some BS.
That's BS. But what we at now, I notice you'll notice a lot of Facebook posts got some knowledge to it. Like a lot of your people are say like an awakening.
Yeah.
See.
Exactly. Yeah.
I've noticed it. And I'm not even on social media, but the few things I do go on, I notice I'm like, damn, it'll be females. TikTok, it'll be TikTok videos that are actually tangible videos. Now the new thing is knowledge. Daniel says what? Knowledge shall run to and fro. That's what the internet's for. Psalms 9, the internet is even prophesied in the scriptures. But you have to have the secrets, and we didn't ask for this. We have to do this. We have to come out here and tell these people because look, the warning must go out, man. Just like Noah. Noah says he cried for 100 years, telling people the flood is coming. The flood is coming. Nobody believed him until he went into that boat. And who shut the door? The Lord shut the door. He said, Noah, it's time. Go into the boat.
And that door being open, that representing the doors of mercy.
Man, that's right.
The doors of mercy is open, but it's also closing at the same time, though.
Yep. We're close.
Yep.
We're telling you, we're only waiting on 2 prophecies. Go ahead.
The time is coming.
It's here.
Yeah.
It's not quite here.
I can tell you, we're only waiting on 2 things.
There's only 1 or 2 outcomes that's going to happen.
What outcomes? What are the 2 choices?
Either total abandonment or we move forward.
Oh, it's winning. I tell you like this. Look at the sunrise. Look at the sunset. Look at nature. Look at it. I can show you a place right now in the planet Earth where you'll go and all your problems will disappear. You'll sit on the beach and you'll just watch that clear water and your problems will fade away. So I always say an artist like that, you can tell an artist by their work. If you really, just like with music, with painting, with anything, you can see, you can almost put yourself on, you're putting yourself on canvas or you're putting yourself on wax.
Right, because every artist, he puts his energy into his pieces.
That energy. So the energy of our creator is extremely good. Extremely good. So we're in a lesson right now. That's why he's letting everybody hang themselves with their own rope. That's why he lets people eat your pork, eat your shrimp. But when judgment comes, that's why I look at cholesterol. Look at people's health. Look at the obesity, man. You can't blame nobody for the sandwiches you shove down your throat.
More masculine women and more feminine men.
Yeah. Look at the chemicals that are in here, the estrogen, through just food. That's why the diet law wasn't given for the creator. Angels don't eat. He was giving that to us. He gave it to his people that said, look, you do this, you're going to be separate. Deuteronomy. I got you, bro.
Because our bodies are allergic to shrimp, crab, lobster, pork, and all that.
And sugar.
Yeah. And what is in everything? High fructose corn syrup.
Businesses like Subway can't even legally classify the bread as bread anymore because of the sugar content.
You know what I heard the other day? They said there's only 45% chicken in Subway. I said, what the hell is the rest of it? 45% chicken. I'm like, hold on, what? That's not that ain't even half of it chicken.
That's why I don't eat it. Now in the scriptures,
wasn't it touted that Subway was a huge health?
Yes, it was. It was a gimmick, man.
Now in the book of Ezekiel, Ezekiel was commanded to eat shit.
That's right.
To eat man's dung.
Yep. That's what the Lord told him to do. So you people think the Lord is all this. He told his prophet, I need you to go eat shit.
And that it represented what we will be eating now.
That's right.
We're eating shit.
Absolutely.
Because
genetically modified
bottom of
foods,
everything.
processed
we're actually eating human shit because they take the byproduct and they call it eco farming. They take the shit from humans and they spray it out into the fucking lives, the damn as fertilizer. Look it up. It's human.
You see those guys in those biosuits spraying the crop?
It's shit. It's actually human shit.
Got a corporation in St. Louis called Monsanto.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
And who owns that? You see how the roads lead? Like the brother said, this is the wicked, man. This is who's the culprit. This is the villain. This is the Lex Luthor of this story,
They're
man.
still just pawns.
They're scared. They're scared of us. They knew that we were awake. We were the fox. Me and his brother always talk. We're the fox. The fox is one of the elite's greatest animals they like to hunt. They let a fox because the fox is one of the smartest. It's harder to hunt a fox. You can gain a reputation. You be like, man, yeah, I killed and hunted a fox.
Challenge.
It's a challenge, my man. We are the fox. When we woke up, they said, there they are.
Yeah.
There they are. Now we can get to hunting.
Because they was feeding us that food because that food is poison. Now, but in the scriptures it does say, "Ye shall eat poison and live." So even though we're eating poison,
You can still purify yourself.
That's why it says a false balance is an abomination. That's why a lot of the people is concentrated on pH water. They're concentrated on
Like alkaline water.
alkaline. Yeah, we own that because I think bleach is like 14 pH. So when you get into your body, it's almost the higher water per pH you get, the more it cleanses yourself. It takes those impurities out and it pushes it out. And we got heavy metals. You said they're the pineal gland. That's why they calcify that. That's your spiritual antenna. That's what gives you a receptor to the spirit. It's like spiritual downloads. You see what I'm saying? That's why we've been drinking good water so long and eating good food. We already know the benefits of there. We can't tell you what it is, but we think different.
Right.
We move different. And it took years. We had to clean ourselves out, man. We had to clean ourselves from the world. And then what the Lord said, He sups with you, man. All this information we have now is from the spirit, man. And the elites are afraid of that because they don't know where it came from.
and that's why we wear these because because these it puts a certain vibration to you.
That's right.
Programmable very easily.
See?
And look at the high priest. You know the high priest garment? He had a breastplate of stones.
All these stones.
The different ones, but he had breastplates of stones, which means what? And he told them to do that. The high count, the thread count. You're not supposed to mix fabric. You know, even fabric sets off a different vibration. That's why right now you got all our fabric is mixed. They make you sin right there. We're not saved by the law. Because if you put a mixed fabric shirt on, you're breaking the law. But they won't tell you that. But the clothing industry, you see how nefarious this is? On all levels, they make you go off. It's literally, these are, what is it? Oh, I got it. Let me get this real quick. This will prove that the Most High set us above. This is Deuteronomy 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe and do all his commandments which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy power will set thee on high above all nations on the earth.
So we have been set up high, but we didn't keep our end of the covenant. Since we didn't keep our end of the covenant, it says heathen that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, but thou shalt come down very low.
I got you. This is verse 15. There was a flip side to this contract. And it says, but, the Lord saying, but, if it says, it shall come to pass if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, and observe and do all his commandments and statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Yep. It says, cursed shall thou be in the city, cursed shall thou be in the cursed shall thou be in the city, cursed shall thou be in the field.
Mass incarceration.
Man, tell me why, and who's in there? Negroes and Latinos. Who be living in the ghettos and the barrios? Negroes, Latinos. But they'll tell you we two different people.
Yeah.
We brothers. We the same ones. We literally are brothers. That's why, you know, black people will be like, I got that Indian hair. It's technically somewhat true because you are related to the Native Americans.
Yep.
Go ahead,
and the word ghetto, it means where the Jews were compelled to live. Who are the Jews? The Jews are the Negroes here in America. All right, the Negroes here, in America and all over the world. So the Jews were compelled to live in the ghetto.
It says you shall not be removed in the corners anymore.
Right.
And then look, check this out. This is a sign seal. We call it the sign seal delivered verse. This is verse 48. Therefore thou shalt serve thy enemies which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
Now they no longer have yokes of iron on our necks because they have our minds.
That's where the yoke is at. That's the new yoke. That's why people run around and don't know who they are. They running around, oh, I'll blast you, my op. That's the new thing, my op. Your brother killing brother. That's the curses. So once you get out of that pinwheel, the Lord, that's why Esau don't need you in the field no more. He don't need to have handlers over you. You actually have your own people handling you. And we don't stop and think that why are we killing each other over the minuscule things? You go to our ghettos, you got to drive 30 minutes before you reach a Whole Food or a grocery store. Why is that? Because they force us to eat the bad food. You got how many fried spots? You go to the city, golly, man. You go to Chicago, how many fried spots you got there, man?
Especially with the son of Judah in America. Like, we got a lot of fried foods. That's where, if you look at Benjamin, Jamaicans.
Yeah.
Caribbean, they eat a lot of the same things, but they don't fry as much.
They eat it in a different process, you know, and their food is healthy. That's why, look, they be eating yams. That's that yams. Oh my goodness, why you think they be strong? Yams? Hey, I asked a Jamaican, I'm like, man, what's this? He said, man, eat these yams. You know, that's what it is. It's the cult. Look, food used to be an aphrodisiac. Food used to be to our bodies as like, oh my goodness, you eat certain food, you be like, man, I don't even need that much. That's why you go to some of those restaurants, they give you small portions. Why do they give you them tiny portions? Because the food is legit. This high nutritional food. They make sure that it's all organic. Everything on there is organic, no cut on it. That's why you be like, man, that ain't gonna fill me up. Oh, I'm good. You be like, that's the best thing I ate in my life.
Right. And if you go to a Mediterranean restaurant, they don't have no pork there at all. They don't have none. And that's the best food on the planet.
That's right. That's they say the healthiest diet is the Mediterranean diet.
Yeah, because they mostly eat
I've seen those places, I just never really went in.
Oh man, you'll love it, bro.
They mostly eat vegetables.
Yeah.
But they have vegetables with rice, with non-bread.
Potatoes.
Right.
Yeah.
So the food is actual food.
Yeah.
It's not no damn McDonald's.
Yeah.
It's not no damn Burger King.
And they got about 15 spices in there.
Yeah.
The spices alone, you know, turmeric is good for inflammation. You know, garlic is good for the blood. But come on, man, by the time you get done eating about 15 spices, You good. They're vegetarian meals taste like they got meat in it.
Yeah.
That's why, because we gave to, don't get it twisted. We're not at home eating like perfect all the time.
No.
We try though. That's why it says we rehearsing the righteous acts. All the Lord is asking from us right now is just to believe. It says, he that believeth upon me, believe that we're who we are. That's who else are we? We ain't Negroes. We're not Africans. We're not Americans. Where the hell are we? You be like, go back to Africa. No, we can't. We need passports for that. You know what I'm saying? And try to go to Africa and be like, well, I'm an African. No. Africans look at Negroes as two different people. They don't look at us as the same people. Africans sold another tribe. It was tribal warfare. Go ahead.
I left it at home, but it's this book called the Zondervan Compact
I
Bible
was looking for
Dictionary.
mine too, bro. Hold on.
It's called the Zondervan Compact Bible
That's the
Dictionary.
spirit.
And the name Ham, it says, Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born approximately 96 years before the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races.
Yep.
Not the Negroes. Not the Negroes, but the Egyptians, the Ethiopians, and all that.
Right.
So, they're telling you we're not Africans. They're telling you that. So if we're not Africans, then who are we? We are.
We dwelled in Africa.
Yeah.
My man.
Because we ran into the interiors of Africa during 70 AD. 70 AD was the siege. Was the sack of Jerusalem.
Vespasian.
Yeah. When Vespasian and his son Titus came in and destroyed Jerusalem. We're from Jerusalem. That's the holy city.
And we went into Africa as felons.
Yep.
Because just like now, who's in power? The American system. It's a global system. That's why you got extraditions. You can be extradited back to America if you convicted a crime that's big enough, right? So that was the same thing. When we left out of Jerusalem, we fled into Africa as criminals, as felons on the run, punishable by death. So what? God. And then when we ran there, we hid ourselves. We literally, what happens when you see men that rob a bank? What do they do after that? They take off their clothes, their shirt, because then they can't be identified. So what we did as a nation, we were running for our lives. So we ran into the interiors of Africa. What did we do? Man, get them fringes off, man. Before they caught us, man. Yeah, we put on the clothes of the other people we just got, man. Look, we're running around with things over our head. Look, we out here looking like this. We were like, yeah. We was hiding. That's why we lost it. Would you tell your son, because your son go to the village and be like, yeah, we Israelites. You what? So you hid it from them. As sad as that is, but you did it to protect them. You said, no, I can't tell them that because they might expose who we are. We're on the run. Matthew 24. Yep, got you. This is the book of Matthew 24. What verse you want, bro?
When you see the abomination.
Okay, come.
Because our Messiah, he told us that when we see the abomination that makes us desolate, flee into the mountains. The mountains is Africa, the land of Africa, West Africa. But even though West Africa, our people they went into North Africa and Europe. See?
There were rulers, Israelite rulers in parts of Europe, if I'm not mistaken.
There were two Roman empires. Now one of them was the Byzantine Empire. The Byzantine Empire is when we ruled, because you did have Roman Caesars back then. Roman Caesars that were Israelites. Marcus Aurelius.
Yep. And Constantine.
Yeah.
Constantine, where you get the Council of Nicaea, Constantine was just the wicked of our people.
Right.
And because Rome fell, we started getting in there through the gladiatorial games. We started making names of ourselves. And back in Rome, popularity could get you elected. Just like with Trump. What got Trump elected? His popularity. This is the book of Matthew 24 and verse 16. Let me get to it. Lock it. This is Matthew 24 and verse 16. And it says, and let them that be in 15. When therefore shall ye see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet stand in the holy place, whoso readeth, let him understand. Let him which is in Jerusalem flee into the mountains.
Now, the abomination of desolation, that's when Vespasian and his son Titus came in and destroyed Jerusalem.
That's right.
Because it's called the sack of Jerusalem. Right? Because Titus, he made the Ark of Titus.
Yeah.
It's in Rome, I believe. Right? Whereas the Romans carrying our huge seven candlestick, which is called the menorah.
Right.
So they was carrying that, basically letting the whole world know we took them down. We took down the Israelites.
They took down the giants and then hit them.
Yeah.
Think about that. They took down the greatest. Solomon was the greatest king on the earth. He was the richest king. They said if his money was put in today, modern day, he'd be a trillionaire. He'd be a trillionaire. So you got to think, we were a rich nation, we were a wise nation. Then we just fell. Then they hit us. Then they put us in the back burner, and then they said we're nothing. Then they made us laborers. Just like Babylon did. What did Nebuchadnezzar do? He brought the Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. He took the princes and he learned them how to speak Babylonian dialect, wear Babylonian clothes. He turned them into Babylonians, man. But they kept what? They kept their integrity, which was the scriptures. They kept the Bible in their mind. That's what we're doing. That's why the Lord said, I stir up your pure minds, though you once knew this. We had this before. This is not the first time we had this, because reincarnation is real. Nations reincarnate. This is Rome.
Yeah.
This is actually Rome. When you drive to the capital, you go to the capital, Jeff, it's like you drive into a Roman. Yeah, you in Rome. Just like the highways we drive.
It's coming back as a
It's called the Fibonacci spiral everywhere, including civilizations.
Yeah, civilizations. Babylon come back, Sodom and Gomorrah is back. That's why you have the transgenderism. You have all the you can be a queer lesbian. That's Sodom. That's Sodom. That's the spirit of Sodom coming back. Modern day Sodom, man.
Because on the side of the capital in Jeff, there's Latin written on the building.
That's right.
I forgot what it says and it means, but there's Latin. Why? Why is it Latin? What's the point? Why is it Latin?
No American speaks Latin.
But you know the symbols and the meanings of everything that's everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, it's because they speak to each other. I talked to a Mason once. He said, man, if I'm broke down on the highway, I can just throw up a hand sign and another Mason will recognize it and stop for him. They speak in symbols. They speak in different hand gestures. Gangs. This goes back to gang violence, Crips and Bloods. The hand things they throw up, that goes back to witchcraft. That goes back to Masonic gestures. They taught them how to do that. To represent, oh, I'm a Crip, and they'll throw it up and they'll get all hand. You go to the signs of just type in Masonic hands gestures. They'll be throwing up double things and doing all that too. So where do you think we learned it from? It's witchcraft. That's why they make you take an oath. You got to get jumped in. To join the Masons, you got to take a death oath. That if you say anything in this meeting, they put a blindfold over your eyes, they put a dagger to your throat and a dagger to your stomach. They send you a tail, they'll cut out your guts and then they'll slit your throat. That's why you got to keep the secret. So they take the death oath that goes in the gangs, man. It's nothing new. This man, look, like I said earlier, we are the main characters on the good side, man. No matter what they say about us, they say black men are more likely to be white heroes than any nation. They're more likely to be here. They're more likely to do heroic acts in public. Mass shootings, the one in Colorado, the guy that saved the woman and her child while the husband ran. The husband ran out the shooting, the Joker shooting. He ran and left his wife and his kid, and a black man took a bullet for them.
So how the hell are you going to leave your woman and your child
They doing an interview. He's like, man, I don't know where we're on the women's. The wife is sitting next to him, like crying, and then the black dude, they interviewed the wife with the black dude, and you can see it on her face. She was like, he just saved me out of nowhere. He's like, I just did it. And you got to think, they did multiple interviews to prove that, man. But to show you, we're not saying this is a pride thing, but we're coming because what happens when we come back? The earth is going to be refreshed. New heavens and a new earth comes with the sealing of these people. If it doesn't happen, the earth, the earth only has 60 years of topsoil left. Look it up. What happens when topsoil is gone? Your food is gone. Your groceries are going to be done. If this earth keeps going like this, none of us are going to be left. These guys are psychopaths.
Look at the earth like a living organism.
It's dying.
It's
dying. It's literally dying.
That's the end game.
They have something called the Hadron Collider.
Yeah.
The Hadron Collider is the bomb that they want to split the earth, man. They actually want to kill this earth.
Now, they received the message in the Hadron Collider. Now, that's the same message that
It's talking about CERN.
CERN, yes.
Yes.
They shot it. They shot it a message and they got one back on their computer. Check this out.
It's the same message that Belshazzar received of the writing on the wall.
Yep.
That's the same message that they received. Your kingdom has been numbered.
It's
Talking
been weighed.
about the communication with an alternate dimensional.
Yep. They got a message back, and it said tickle.
Obama, 20 years before Obama was in
I mean,
office.
the one we got, it says tickle. They got back and it said tickle on there. Pretty much, you've been weighed.
So there's
You've done enough. You've done
There's
enough.
several
That
that
was
aren't
it.
Declassified, but there's transcripts of all of that.
They found dark matter. They found dark matter. They said dark matter is like a black substance,
No.
and it promotes. Go ahead.
Dark matter is really just their way of saying we don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Like the 98% of DNA that they say is junk DNA.
Exactly. But then now they got RNA, which is going to where? Your DNA. So they know a lot about it.
Well, RNA is really what reads the DNA and it tells it what's reacting.
But they're affecting it. Think about that. They're hacking it. They're hacking the code. Because what happened? The Lord said, well, because he said it. He said the kingdom of heaven is within you. And who was he talking to? These people on the sign. So why do you think it was so important for Biden to say Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, underserved communities? We need to get them this jab. Come on, man. They want to attack the temple again. Instead of the physical temple, they want to attack this temple, which is, didn't the Lord say that your body is a temple? Come on, man.
In our DNA is God's name in our DNA.
You want to take a picture of it?
Now, tickle, it means thou art weighed on clock. Tickle, it means thou art weighed in the balances and are found wanting. So, and now, this is the interpretation of the thing.
Midnight.
God has numbered thy kingdom and
kingdom.
finished it.
It's done. We're in the end of it. This is the end of, you're going to remember this time as the end of Babylon. And it's short. It's going to come down. He said, I beheld lightning. I beheld Satan falling as lightning. So he said it's going to happen quick. That's why the more these men, these women, the ones that pay attention, that listen, they're the sand in the sand glass. That's what time is measured by. That's what this kingdom is measured by. We're those grains. All the ones that says what? The hearing. Faith cometh by hearing. You just got to hear it. We heard it. There was a day we heard it and we were like, hold on, what? I can believe it. I'll never forget the day where I read Deuteronomy 28 with slave ships, where it says you shall be brought into Egypt again with ships. What's on the back of our dollar? An Egyptian pyramid. This is Egypt. I never forget. I had the same Bible. I was like, I thought it was a trick Bible. I said, man, is this broke? No, because the truth is hidden in plain sight, man. And when we get our fullness, because it says that Revelations, it says the 144,000 and the 1/3. They know the number. So if they can stop that number of men being sealed, they think they can stop the end.
But they can't stop it though. They can't stop it because the days are being shortened for the elect's sake.
Week go by and it feels like a week go by in 2-3 days, man. The week is already done, you know?
And they want to try to do everything to not receive the judgment.
Yes.
We heard like people say like they're gonna try to leave. They're gonna try to leave Earth.
Yeah.
You know, like you can't. The Most High can't. You know,
Go
get
out
down.
there. Yeah,
You know what I'm
like
saying?
he got short hands. Like you can't reach him
Yeah.
up there. Come on, man.
Because in Amos it says, though they dig into hell.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, of course.
This is real shit.
Uh-huh.
How you gonna look at them as being wicked?
Yeah.
You judge them as being wicked just because they do stuff you don't like them to do. So you judge them being wicked.
Let me show you something, man. Let me show you. So judging. Let me show you this. This is a weird one. I always tell people this. What does that say? So men can be judges.
Everybody judges.
Yeah, exactly.
Any man. I don't care who you are.
Yeah, of course.
If you see me bummy and nasty and what, you judge me off of that.
No, you never judge a man according to his
Maybe
list,
not
right?
you. Maybe not you. Maybe not you.
But the Bible says they were wicked.
Everybody judges. But if you got a man's picture on your screen and you judge who they are, that's wrong. Bro.
Let me ask you. If you see a snake, let me ask you. If you see a snake,
If you see a snake, you get away from him.
are you not judging that
But at
snake?
the same time, you got to judge.
Why though?
Why?
Everybody.
What can that snake do to you?
Bite you.
What can these men do? What are these men doing?
Bite you.
Thank you, sir. You
So
answered.
you
Okay,
judging,
thank you.
right?
Thank you. No, he did. He answered it. You got it. You got
Is
it.
it snake natural?
You got it.
Is
Okay.
nature?
You got it. You already answered the question for us.
There ain't people about to judge.
You won't see them.
Tell me police lock you up.
Who own the police?
They do.
Who pay their pensions?
They do. And who own these? They do.
We do.
Nah, we don't. Nah. But the long story short, we gonna come to a time of separation, man. You either gonna get on, you gonna go wake up. The Lord ain't doing the wilderness again. He ain't taking us out so we can roam 40 years for those that don't believe, they on the fence, to die off. Because if you read the story of Moses, the people that originally went out of Egypt didn't make it. Only their children
So
did.
you gonna waste your
And
time
2 men. We ain't
worrying
wasting
about
it.
what they gonna do to you.
We ain't wasting it. You gotta watch your time. You gotta watch yourself and your
So you
surroundings.
wasting your time. What they gonna do?
It's not wasting your
Who-
time.
Who are them?
It says
Them
you.
are nobody.
It says what?
Them are
It's-
nobodies.
Oh, they're nobodies, but they own you.
They ain't shit.
I get it. You got it. You got it.
More compared to us,
Then you got it.
they ain't nothing.
Yep, you got it. You believe
We all
all.
judge. We all do.
We supposed to judge. You judge a matter. Does not
But-
man
but
go. Let me ask you. If
You got
if
them
you
on the picture frame.
if you run this red light,
Some people you don't like.
if you run this red light and they ticket you, you don't pay your ticket. Where you gotta go?
Some municipal court.
And who's sitting on that pulpit?
None of them.
A judge.
Who they look like though?
None.
They don't look like them.
So,
They don't ever look like them. I'm asking you a straight
I'm-
question.
I'm
This is
ju-
a
I'm
man
judging
talking
them.
to a man.
I'm
Who's
judging-
sitting on that pulpit with the gavel in his hand?
you got the gavel, bro.
Okay.
You got the gavel.
I tried with you, man. Yep, you got it.
You got the
Yeah, I
gavel.
got it.
You steady focusing your time
Yeah.
on them.
Yeah, that's not all that sign, but you focus on this one. What about this sign?
No,
This sign,
any
this sign,
sign.
this sign. Why
What-
you only focus on this
Why
one?
you got them out there?
Who do you think did this to these men? Who do you think did this to us? Who you think did it? It wasn't some ghost. Who did it? Who hung us on them trees?
So they did to you?
People reincarnate.
There's nothing new under the sun.
So somebody did this.
Remember it says, Son of Man, set thy face against Mount Seir.
Set thy face. That means look to them.
This is Mount Seir here.
Man, they ain't
Mountain
nothing to me.
means government.
They ain't shit to
Okay,
me.
they ain't shit to you. They shit to us though. So we
They
can,
ain't nothing.
can we have our opinion?
How they making me breathe?
They ain't. That's on you. I'm glad. But I'm gonna tell you, can we not have our opinion?
Yes.
Okay then.
Okay,
We're
then.
entitled to ours. You're entitled to yours. There we go.
Sometimes you gotta listen though.
I
to other
listen.
people's opinion.
You gotta listen.
We all do.
Chill out, bro. You got your opinion. We got ours. So we just leave it at that. It says let the blind lead the blind, right? It ain't for us to. If we can't meet on the road, then we
Everybody's
can't
not
walk
blind.
on. Okay, I got that. See, I can't win.
Everybody's not blind, bro.
All right, I got you. That's why I said.
Them right there, I can give a fuck less about this.
That's on you.
They kiss my dick.
That's a beautiful thing, man. Got you.
They ain't shit.
Got you, man. Got you.
What do you
Got
mean?
you.
This means more to
Got
me.
you. Got
This
you.
means more to me.
Got
This means more to me. Them
okay.
don't mean shit. Nothing. They ain't stopping me from doing a goddamn thing.
This is Jeremiah 48:6, and it says, "Please save your lives and be like the heat in the wilderness." So you gotta wake up.
Be like the
Us.
host. Them?
No, you gotta be who you are, man.
Exactly.
It's your life.
So why is that your concern? Why is
It's
that
not our
your concern?
This is
Why
man,
is
look.
that your concern?
You want to see all my signs, man? You want to judge all these signs? No. You want to judge signs? Look at all these signs we can pull out. You just concentrated on one sign and that being this. If this wasn't here, there'd be something else. That's what I'm saying. It don't let us be who we are, man. If it wasn't that sign, it'd be something else. I've done this a long time.
Black people on there. Look who you got on there.
You get what I'm saying?
I'm scared of them.
I've already read that.
I'm scared of these people.
Ain't nobody
Man,
said you
fuck
were scared.
them.
You the one that said you're
Fuck
scared.
them.
I know. We ain't scared
Fuck
of them either.
them. I ain't worrying about them.
Okay, we ain't worrying about them either. But
I'm not worrying about them.
But we gonna call a spade a spade. We gonna bring it out, man. Regardless if somebody doesn't want to know about it, you can still know about it. If somebody doesn't want to know about auto mechanics, are you gonna knock them for reading an auto mechanic book?
Reaction too.
Exactly, man. You gotta concentrate to these things. That's why I said my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. If you don't know your enemy, then you don't know who you fighting.
My enemy. That's all you focus on is your enemy.
What's the solution?
Your enemy could be your right person, bro. Your enemy could be your right person. That ain't shit. This ain't nothing. You think I'm worrying about them? Man, fuck them.
I got this right. Measure the time, yo.
Fuck them. What they doing? Man, fuck them old rotten ass honkies.
Yep.
Man, fuck them. At the end of the day, it's us. Fuck them. If you still living off of that crap, that's crap. To me it is.
This is
crap.
2 Ezra 9 and verse 1. He said he answered me.
Teach the truth.
He answered me
Teach the
then
truth, man.
and said, measure
Teach the truth.
thou the time diligently
Teach the
in
truth.
itself.
That's not the truth.
And when thou seest part of the signs past,
If you think
which
all
I
them
have told thee before, then you shall
Teach
go
the
to the
truth.
next one.
You lost.
And it says, and it came to pass.
If you think all of them are wicked, okay, yeah, they might be.
Let me get to one.
But teach the truth.
And it's hold on.
That's not the truth.
Let me get it in
That's
front.
just bullshit.
Alright. It says, watch, pray. So we watch.
Controlled how.
It says be circumspect.
But we control ourselves.
And circumspect means we look around.
Anything,
Always free will.
anything in life, we do it ourselves.
That's why
Yeah,
all
everyone else don't have to watch. But we're watching because we want
I'm not worried about that. They not selling that goddamn thing. Who are they?
They're telling these people that a sword is
Nobody but trash. Who are they? Nobody. I'm a politician. I got millions of dollars. I got billions of dollars. Who cares? They ain't nothing. You still live your life on what you think they doing to you. You got a problem.
They know the measure. Yeah, you know what I mean?
You need to rethink your situation. Them
All
motherfuckers
they're
ain't
doing
shit.
is calling the people the greatest people on earth. We trying to get our clowns back. But then this is the answer to that because we supposed to change. This is 2 Ezra 9 and verse 1. He answered me and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. If you take a measuring stick, that means you got to know exactly the length of it. You got to know exactly the measurements of it. That's why the Lord told the angel, he said, what? Measure thou 12,000, 12,000, 12,000, which represents the 12,000 of the nation of Israel. Those are the ones he was talking about. That's what we're going to build. That's the kingdom. And it says, measure, and he answered and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee, then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So this is how we know he's coming. We don't know exactly the day, but we can tell, oh snap, this is happening. We waking up. We're learning who the wicked is. This is a part of the time. No, he's coming. If you ain't in his mercy, man, it's over with. He's not gonna play. It says thou art lukewarm. You're neither hot nor cold. He's gonna spew you out his mouth, man.
And they ain't been nowhere we been. They been nowhere we been.
Terrifying.
They been nowhere we been.
This brother on point, man. He said everything on
Get the
point,
actual
bro.
verse.
No, because there was a name. His name, and before he knew his name is called Alashajin, which breaks down the demon-like power. That's how fearful he was. The floods came. Who do you think? The nations knew something was causing droughts They
You
do
gonna
something
teach me
called
that?
there was tornadoes in the ancient world. There was tsunamis in the ancient world.
Who is that?
Weather occurrences. They were like,
Who is
man,
that?
that's why they would pray to these. They would just call the idols though.
My kids.
But then they figured out, no, like,
We're worrying
damn,
about
these idols
my
are worrying
kids.
about something else. There's a chief. They didn't know who he was. They're like, man, there's a demon-like power
They're
up there
not nothing.
that's greater than some gods. And that, man, we find the Lord said, look, he shined his face on us and said, look, you shall be my
want
people
the
and
power,
I will be your God. And he
They don't
gave
wanna
us
say
his
they
name
have the
and
power.
gave us his laws
But
and
we
said,
the
look,
ones
you
with
follow
the
these
power.
laws, I'm going to be your God. But if you break them, I'm going to separate
They
you.
ain't shit.
And I'm going to treat you like the, and I'm going to make it worse because you have my blessings. We can run the way we do. We jump
If
the
you
way we
worried
do.
about that
We're
crap,
blessed, man. These
you got a
nations can't
problem.
do what we do. They can't pay to
You
do
worrying
what
about
we
them?
do, man.
You got a problem.
They can't even buy our skin tone. That's why they pay for tanning, man.
Worrying
They
about your
actually try to
life.
buy us and look like us,
freedom.
man. Come on, go ahead.
These motherfuckers ain't nothing.
First Peter 5.
What are they?
It says, be sober, be vigilant.
Who am I?
What?
Who are
Be
they?
sober, be vigilant.
You gotta be on point, man. You gotta pay
Who are them
attention.
people?
You gotta look around. Yo, it's society.
You don't even know. Now, what are they named?
Because your adversary, the devil, has a roaring lion.
That's who you
walketh
worried about?
Seeking whom he may devour. So, being vigilant is, okay? Being
It's
vigilant
already came to an end.
means to watch.
It has.
Give strict attention.
What are the people to us?
Be cautious.
What the people gonna do for you?
Take
Nothing.
heed.
What have they been doing for you?
Lest
Nothing.
through remission
So you worrying your whole life on them people?
ignorance,
Who are
some
you?
destructive calamity suddenly
They ain't
overtake
shit.
So you gotta be aware of what's going on, man. Just like this.
Nothing.
You don't watch your feet. Can you not fall into a trap? You can fall into a booby trap being walking around. You can go into a forest and in a darkness and fall off a cliff. If you're not paying attention, you like, oh, I'm just walking. Just doing my
Spiritual
thing.
signs and symptoms.
These pussies
Exactly.
right
You
there,
gotta
what
be a
are they?
spiritual man. That's what the Lord's looking for. He's gonna fill it up.
That's all they want
He
to
just
do.
wants you to give a little bit. What does it say? Give me
What we
a
gonna do?
little bit and I'll
Make
go
sure
with
it
you.
ain't
What did it
safe.
say? Make
That
it
ain't
enough.
cool.
The Lord
What
gonna
we
make
do.
it enough. We don't gotta be perfect.
What they do.
You can be sealed today just from listening.
And if you still living
Just
off
from
of that,
listening. That's all it takes.
you got a problem.
You just listening and being like, you know what? Yeah, I believe that. And that's it. The Lord
worrying
gonna do
about
the rest. He gonna water it. That's why it says
Don't
men
worry about
water,
us.
men plant, but the Most High gives the increase.
They
He
ain't
gives us
shit.
a spiritual increase, man. I'm gonna tell you something, man.
Nothing.
This truth is giving me things I
They
can't
ain't
even
solving
ask
nothing.
for, man.
They ain't doing
That I
nothing.
never
They
asked
ain't
for.
doing.
The things, man, we've been blessed with children, bro. We've been giving children that literally, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, in
They're
this
nothing.
in this
We-
walk, gifts, man.
It's it.
Spiritual gifts that mean are tangible to us. That's
don't
how
have
we know.
nothing
We
compared
came out
to
here
us.
and believed, but what kept us is
We
the,
just
is
want
the,
to give
is
them
the
the power
seeing
they
the
think they
beauty
got.
of the Lord. We are seeing the good side of it. All we know
We
is
are
was
the
this.
one.
All we know is catching hell, being hung on trees, being killed by police, but then we stop
No,
and say,
no.
nah, he's our father, man. That's why it says
They do turn tricks.
Elijah, he shall turn the hearts of the children back to the fathers, man. We saying Abba, man. We
If
saying
you worry about
Father.
this
That's why
crap,
they wanted to kill
This
the
is
Lord.
crap. Look at these motherfuckers.
You know?
Look at them.
We in the time,
Look
man.
at them. That's not nothing. That ain't shit.
Hey, man. Hey,
you worrying about them?
I get it. I understand.
Come on, bro.
I get it. But
What are they doing? What are they doing
I
for
said,
us?
Hey, that's on your opinion. That's your opinion.
What?
sir.
Are you scared of them people?
I'm not. I'm the one.
Then
that
why
got-
you representing them? You
I'm not
representing them right now.
I'm putting them out here.
You
gotta show.
represent them.
If I tell you the train track's missing, and I warn you of it, am I wrong or am I right for that?
No, you right for that.
Exactly.
But the train,
That's what I'm telling you. The
track's
train track is missing,
it's
man.
missing.
These are the
You
ones
say,
that
hey,
took.
bro, it's missing.
Yeah, these are the ones that took it.
No, they ain't took shit.
Okay. But we going back to the
That
times
ain't
we have to
shit.
watch. Let me read this. And it says, then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes, uproars of the people in the world, don't you have riots right now? Don't you have different protests
Nigga,
that are
have you had
coming up?
riots since the Indians? It's been riots since the Indians. It's been riots since everything.
On the worldwide scale?
Always.
When's the last time you watched the
You
news?
worry about this crap.
When's the last time
These
you watched the
pussy,
news?
this is nothing.
When's the last time
That's
you watched the
nothing to
news?
us.
I'm
That's
asking you a
nothing
question.
to us.
Can I ask you a question?
It's nothing to us.
When's the last time you watched the news? There's riots going
Watch
on
the
right
news
now.
for what? I am the news. You the news.
And it says, then thou shalt well understand that the Most High
That's bullshit.
spake of those things from the
That's
days
bullshit.
that were before thee,
That's
even from the
bullshit.
beginning. So we
They
had that
just
down.
part- they just a small increment of the problem.
You can see the end.
These ain't nobody.
To fruition, man.
If you live your life over these pussies, nigga, we black men. We the one invented these pussies.
So you gotta
You
watch.
still living off of that?
You gotta watch. We're not living off that. We're not living off of it. I never said I was living off of it. If I put something on the sign, that don't mean I'm not living off this one. What about this one? What about the one on? Give me your shot. Give me your shot, bro. I can put this one up here too. You wanna talk about this one too?
These the best pictures you got right here.
Yeah, these. Okay.
Them the best pictures right here.
Andrew
Look at
Jackson.
that.
Why?
The Indian and the money. Where think we
Indian.
came from?
Indian and money.
Fast selling trade. Fast selling trade. America.
It says everyone, and it says, then thou shalt understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and the end is manifest. So we're in the time of the end. We're at the end of this kingdom. What does it say? The end
You
of
a
something
king,
is
bro,
better.
regardless, bro.
I understand
You a
that.
king,
but
bro.
but a king has to
You a king,
a king
bro.
has to fight
They
sometimes.
can't stop you from doing nothing.
A king has
bro.
to fight sometimes.
You a king,
A
nigga.
king has to earn the
Nigga,
kingdom.
you already.
A king has to earn the kingdom.
We was born
We don't got a
fighting.
kingdom.
We was born
These
fighting.
police will come and smoke us right now, man.
Okay, we
what
can smoke
kingdom is
them
that?
too.
No, we can't.
Yes, we
And
can.
you're gonna be punished
Why
for
we
it.
can't?
And we're gonna be punished for it.
Okay, then we.
I want a kingdom where I can't be punished for hitting my enemies.
That's not gonna happen.
Yes, it will.
It's
That's
not
what
gonna
we're
happen.
preaching. The kingdom is coming to these
No,
people.
because everybody's following the same
How are you gonna get
direction.
the kingdom?
That's why it's not gonna happen.
How we gonna get the kingdom then?
Everybody's following the same direction.
How we gonna get the kingdom?
So if we smoke a police, they gonna look at us like we wrong.
How we gonna
At
get the
same
kingdom?
time, we right.
How we gonna get the kingdom then?
The same time we right, bro.
And it says, for like as all things are made in the world have the beginning and the end is manifest. Even so the times also the highest have plain beginnings and wonders, powerful works, and end effecting signs.
That means you think that means
What is this? What is this?
Is that what you think that means? A sign? Come on, dog. You common sense, bro.
Okay.
You mean to tell me because it says sign, that means that?
Yeah, where you come from, man? Where you come from? Where your lineage from? You come from what? Where's your father come from, man? Stop playing, man. Where was he? A German? Where is he? Celtic? Where is he from? Hey, he was from Ireland? Okay, don't lie to me, man. He was from Ireland? And his grandfather was from Ireland? You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. That goes back to the Moors. You know the Moors ruled over there, right? They ruled that part. You know the one thing we practiced? We would take all the males and we would line them up and we would slaughter them, and we take the women and we pop them. Okay, we changed the whole face of the landmark. So a lot of the Irish, Scottish, and a lot of the Dublin and down into the English, certain of those, that comes from Jakes. That comes from us. But that's what happens because we told you that you don't know how you're gonna look. So what happens if we have sons, our sons look so a little bit mixed, mixed race baby, then our sons gonna pop another set of white women. Their sons are gonna come out even lighter. Then their sons gonna pop other women. Who's their great-great-grandfathers though? Us, that line. That's why I said it's coming to a line. The Lord has always told us of a line. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And the Lord stemmed out of the line of David. So this is a bloodline thing. So for you to sit here and listen, hey man, hey, who knows who you are? But apparently you got a mentality for it. We're waiting on, man, I'm trying to get out of here. I'm trying to help seal the elect so we can get up out of here, man. This place is wearing us out. Now it's getting to the time they're going to put us back, and it's going to be a whole different era, man. And I hope you keep yourself away from that, That's my sentiment. That's our sentiment. I feel that if you're going to change me from the Creator's way, then I'm not with it, man.
The vaccine's not the end game either.
No, the chip.
Full integration.
What is it? The human, the cybernetic human connection, the Internet of Things. That's what the 5G is. They're getting ready to shoot this thing out on August 11th. They said they're gonna do a test signal. Y'all ever watch the movie Cell or The Kingsman? When they had a movie about cell phone signals, and now the vax is in people.
5G, 4G next.
They say they're going to turn on a signal on August 11th. So watch out. Something's going to happen because that's in the time. That's in between September 11th too. So we got a window. We're coming to that next in September 11th. Changed the face. They were able to do things through the Patriot Act. So they need something. They need something else. So they're prepping the people, man. And you've already seen pipeline shortages.
And you a fucking fool for falling for it.
What's their solution to offer?
You a fucking fool for falling for
What
it.
is it? Auto app chaos.
You a fucking fool for falling
So
for
they
it.
need the
Listen to me, bro.
chaos.
I got something to say
Yeah,
too.
we wait.
I got something to say too.
Yeah, we will definitely listen.
I got something to say
So, hey,
too.
man, thank you.
Corona 19. Okay, you gonna go for the Corona 20 now? That's a fucking fool. The Corona 19 was bullshit.
It says,
Now Corona, whatever. That's what you going for?
and it says, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed. So you have to, faith is the only thing gonna get us out of here, man.
Nigga,
You gotta have
everybody's
faith
gonna
in this
die.
truth.
I don't give a fuck what you
Have
think.
faith and works.
Everybody's dying. Everybody's gonna die. Everybody's gonna die.
Everybody's not going to.
Everybody's gonna die.
Because,
Everybody.
everything else works.
I don't care
Make
how
this
you
faith
think
perfect.
about what.
So you
It
gotta have
depends
faith
how you
and
live
works.
your life,
Works,
bro.
man. Right, man, it don't matter
If you gonna go by what everybody else says,
Romans 3:3.
you're not gonna make it.
Hey, excuse me, sir. Hey, bro.
You're not gonna make
Hey,
it.
you got your package right there. You're vegan. You're GMO free. Is that a GMO free cigarella?
It's kind of.
I'm done. I'm done. Hey, let me see that package. Let me look at this. Oh, hold on. Look at this. Vegan, GMO free. I love it, my man. I love. Hey, you try. He trying. That's what's up. I've never seen that.
Damn, man.
They got that.
What? I'm done, bro.
Black us.
Hey,
Black
hey,
folks.
man,
That's what I love about us.
I know, but
That's what I love about
we
us,
know
bro.
we ain't got nothing
We
towards
might
you, bro.
disagree, but we gonna
Hey,
agree,
you,
bro.
you made my day with that one, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Hey, bro, I don't have no problem with you, man. I don't have no problem with you.
Man,
But,
hey,
but,
GMO,
see,
bro.
but I'm telling you this though. Smoke ain't good for your lungs though. That's all though. That's all though.
That's all.
That's all though.
But yeah, you know, but
Walking
this
down the
job.
street ain't good for your lungs.
You heard about that?
You're right.
Yeah, you're right.
You're right.
They say I'm gonna pop you right now.
Hey.
But you trying though. But you
trying.
trying though.
You
So it's all good.
We in the time. We in a beautiful time.
He got a, he got a non-GMO cigarette. Okay.
It is around. You got a non-GMO cigarella. I'm taking that. I'm putting that right in my Cuban.
Man, you cool with me, man. I ain't mad at you, man.
Hey.
That's what I'm talking about. You see?
Yeah.
That's how we connect.
Yeah, we wait, look, we ain't gonna have to worry in a little bit, man. Regardless, that's why I said, regardless on this side or not, you still a son of God, man. So if you make it on this side, that's better, but if you make it on the come around, you still be in the kingdom of heaven, man. We gonna live in our own kingdom, our children are gonna run the streets and play. Just like back in the day, man. Y'all remember you used to see kids in the street. You don't see that no
You
more.
don't see the five high.
No, you don't.
Man, you
don't
don't
see
remember
that shit
slap
no more.
boxing?
Running and all that.
Come on, man,
No.
stop boxing.
That's
Come
scary
on, man.
outside, but
Yeah, bikes, man. I remember we used to put the can. You remember? We used to put the can with the rev up. Sound like we got the bikes on us. Come on,
we
man.
had to go
You don't even
outside.
do it. You can't even get, even if there's an altercation amongst us, even all the way down to our children, you won't even see it in a good, physical fight.
And
They'll
we-
kill each other.
Then we say this, that 9 out of 10 times the guy you got to fight with would end up being your best friend. Come on, the same one you done scrap with, that was your guy. That was your guy. Come on, man. You remember that. I had one or two.
The
Like,
same
man.
motherfucker gonna be your best friend ain't gonna be your best friend.
Hey, I get it. That's why I
Same
said
person that could be your
you're
best
supposed to
friend.
prove a
Your
friend.
mama told you that, remember?
You're supposed to
He
prove
ain't
it.
no
You're
good. Like
supposed to
testing.
prove
He ain't no
it.
good,
Yeah,
right?
prove
He
it.
ain't
Yeah,
no
prove it.
good.
Just like with metal. Back in the day, we used
said
to
that.
try gold. If you had gold that wasn't right, we had to prove it. You have to either bite on it, you have to do a test. Because somebody could be handing you messed up gold and you never see them again. There wasn't no cell phones. You can't call them back like, hey man, this gold messed up, man. Can you come back and bring my pack? No, he's gone. So you had to try the gold before, especially if you made a big deal, like you
Believe
bought
it or
some
not, that's how I
cattle.
live my life.
Try a friend.
I don't have
Yeah,
a cell
try a
phone.
friend.
I don't have a cell phone. You know why? I always lose it. So I stopped buying it.
Yeah.
So I done went like a year or 2 years without a cell phone.
You in the darkness now. You off the grid.
I'm more the light than the people with the cell phone.
Hey, man.
You don't need one though.
You don't need one, bro.
Did I start with one?
And you ain't gonna leave. And the best part about this, hey, look, my man. And the best part about the deliverance, these bodies are gonna be changed. The Lord gonna get us up out of here, man. We're gonna get our heavenly bodies, man. We're gonna, man, these same ones he don't like. I ain't gonna show him. He doesn't stop worrying about them. Look, I'm gonna stop playing with them. But the same ones that they don't like, they know we're gonna be changed. They want to be us. That's why they want to do superhuman experiments. Man, we're gonna be. It says we're gonna shine. We're gonna shine, just like Moses when he came off the Mount Sinai. He said he had to put a veil on his face because he said he had been with the Most High. His countenance was shining.
But we shine first. It was us to shine first.
Yeah, they call it shine
They
bones.
took our shine from us.
Yeah, we're the shine. Man, look, that's why that's why they can't stay in the sun.
Everything they know from us.
Man, they steal from us. You know?
That's what makes them shine.
Yeah, they steal.
We's
from
already shining. We shining now, black people.
Yeah, when we're gonna shine even more.
You shining like with grease on your face.
Oh yeah, I'm a greasy type of dude.
Exactly.
We already have
They
oil.
can't fuck with us.
We already
No
have
matter
oil.
what.
We already have oil on our skin.
They can't do nothing with us. Nothing. What can they do with us? They can't do nothing with us, bro.
Things like that. And a couple years ago, I remember my aunt telling me, watch out for some of those that say that they're used to help your hair, but she's heard stories. She works in the salon of people's hair falling out. Yeah, you know, some of these enemies can be making these hair products, you know, and then selling them to us. Yeah, you know,
and they're putting poison in there.
They probably are.
They said the scalp. You know, our scalp is it soaks in. Everything a part of our body is porous. That's why they said even the lotions, that lotions we be using, you're supposed to go to the organic, even the soaps. Like I start using this charcoal soap from the Dead Sea. It's got Dead Sea salt in it, you know, from the Dead Sea in Israel. So you know it's like
Jello.
Yep, Jello.
Jello. Everything we use made out of pork.
So
So
what
pork
do?
is not that dangerous.
It is dangerous.
Glue. No,
It's
chicken
dangerous.
is dangerous.
It's
Cook it
dangerous.
raw.
Hey,
Eat it raw.
you can eat small amount of poison before it kill you.
Eat it raw. See what happens.
Hey,
You
you
can
can
cook
eat.
this thing,
You know
though,
what I'm saying?
and it's still bad for you.
Yeah, you can cook pork and it's still awful.
We bad
It's-
for
it's the
ourselves.
animal.
We are bad for ourselves.
Man, this the
I love you, bro. I like talking to you, bro.
Hey, all the time.
I talk to
man.
you again, bro.
Yeah, I know, man.
Every time, bro.
Yeah.
Every time. I don't disagree with you,
I
bro.
know, man. I know how it is.
doing, bro.
I know how these curses
y'all,
hit,
bro.
man. I know how these curses
I love
hit.
y'all, bro.
Hey,
Thank y'all, bro.
Hey, we try, bro. I'm happy we can leave on good terms, man.
Let's do it again.
Hey, again, we'll see you
over
next
the
time.
coffee.
I might bring a
Over the
new, I might bring a new sound for you. I'm gonna call them I'm gonna call them non-GMO. There you go.
None of it, bro.
Non-GMO. There you go.
I'm real people shit.
Hey, I get you, man. Hey,
I
it's
love
gonna be
it, bro.
good, man. You don't gotta worry too much longer, bro. We almost up out of here,
Based
man.
out of Kansas City?
No, we be back and forth, yeah. We actually told us to come up. I told this brother, my man, let's go to Columbia, man. Because this whole lockdown been, shaky.
And
So
it's going back to us.
so we might as well get it in up here as much as we can.
A new, like, if I'm not mistaken, like a new form of the COVID or something.
Yeah, the variants and shit. Yeah. They already talking about boosters already, bro.
This is what they say. Oh, this wasn't the first because it's killing people. Well, the first one was killing
Look at this demonic shit.
You know what they said? Oh, this is more dangerous than the
That's
first one.
demonic as hell, ain't it? Golly, you can't even make that shit up.
What movie was it? Was it COVID 23?
It was that one where they said the door-to-door service.
Yeah.
You had to, every morning you had to put your cell phone. What is that? What is that, a bird or something?
Hot box cookies.
Oh, free hot box cookies? Oh, okay. Yo, get that box here.
Cookie Monster.
Yeah, Cookie Monster, it gets you. Yeah, you should actually have a fake cookie with you. That set it off. Come on, man, that would have been it. That little paper mache cookies. Yeah, you gonna win. Look, hey, the Lord bless them. We got free. Come on, man, free cookies. Man, hey, really not.
I love y'all, bro. I talk to y'all.
Be safe out here, bro. Yeah, you too. Be safe, man. You know? But man, yeah, today was beautiful for you chilling with us and staying because this is the time where, look, everything, this is a matter of movements and steps. You know what I'm saying? You can move towards the right day, any day. I always say, if you wake up, that's the day to praise the Lord better than you did the day before. You know, he forgets our sins. That's why he puts it in the back. He's merciful. He made us go off. He made us do this so we could learn this lesson. You hear what I'm saying? Because to understand wickedness, we had to be under it. You understand that? To understand something, you got to be under it.
Right.
We couldn't understand wickedness and sin unless we went under that. Then we like, oh, okay. Now we know, Father.
That's why I like the term, like saying like overstanding something. You would rather overstand it than understand it.
Man, let it be open. That's heavy, see? Come on, man. These are beautiful times. I'm not going to play with you, man. Me and this brother talk all the time, and we see and miracles and things are starting to increase, man. You know what I'm saying? These chariots, UFOs are showing themselves, you know, they're talking about it on the news, man. We've been talking about it for years.
Now, you may not know something, but those UFOs, they're in the Bible, though.
They're in the script, bro. We can show you the precepts. We can show you the precepts. Zachariah.
Yes, I've heard the scriptures.
Hey, see?
I got a lot of brothers online that I congregate with, and they're followers of their camps and things like that. Sometimes clash because ones will kind of add on. It's like they have no elders. Like it's kind of like some young brothers got
What they say,
together.
they're becoming willful. They're becoming willful. Hey, we've been on that's why I said, though he be heir over all, he must be under tutors until the time appointed.
Yeah.
So that's why the Lord, even kings, if we kings and we got our sons, yeah, we know things, but we get some tutors. You know what I'm saying? So they could have somebody to sit down, teach them, because
Like,
we
no,
know a
that's
king.
confusion. No, that's not right.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
we would be like, all right, this tutor is very wise and knowledgeable, somebody we would vet, and we'd be like, all right, man, teach my son and get him up to par. And then when he's ready, then I'm going to take over the rest of the kingly things, because by the time he comes to you, his mind will be good. He'll learn a little bit of maps, you know what I'm saying, where the nations are around, you know. And then when he comes, that's why you got to be under tutors, man. Because at the point, the elders even say, they say, man, look, at a point, I don't take notes no more. There's a point you don't take notes.
Yeah.
You know it. You done been over the same scriptures 20, 30 times. You done heard the precepts back and forth. There's a time where we like, man, look, a class is just like looking at something and be like, oh, got it. Precept right there. I mean, how many times, bro? It's easy.
Yeah.
Once you got it in you, it's just the fact of then you can actually ride that horse instead of being by it and just having to, you know, lead it by the thing and having it lead you. You get to ride it, man, and it's a beautiful thing, man. I got you, brother.
Okay? And, you know, man, the so-called UFOs, they are called the chariots of Israel.
This is Zechariah 5 and verse 1. Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll.
A flying roll, right? Now, other guys teach some other crap.
Yeah.
But that flying roll is a chariot. Those are the heavenly vehicles that the angels ride in. Because when we were coming out of Egypt, in the wilderness, there was a so-called UFO that was hovering over us.
Yep.
Now the Egyptians couldn't see us, but that so-called UFO was giving us light in front so we could see.
Yeah. It was like a shepherd.
Right, and the one that was inside of it is the Messiah.
That's where
He was inside of it.
That's where we get into the meat things.
Yeah.
We're getting into like the deep. Like it's one thing to learn the scriptures, but then we get to the details. We said earlier, it's the secrets. You know, we didn't ask for this, but once you get in the truth and learn, all of a sudden you start being revealed certain things like, oh snap, oh okay that. And this is another one too. This is Ezekiel 1 and 16. It says, let me start speaking to you, brother. This is Ezekiel 1 and verse 15, and it reads, now I believe, it says, now as I beheld the living creatures, behold, one wheel upon the earth by the living creatures with its four faces. Check this out. The appearance of the wheels and their works was like the color of beryl, and the four had one likeness in their appearance, and their works was as it were a wheel in the middle of a wheel.
Now, a wheel in the middle of a wheel means they are turning out of the way. So they are turning out of the way because a wheel turns, right? So they're turning the opposite way.
wheel, a chariot. They didn't have planes back then. The prophet Ezekiel, he didn't have an airplane to compare it to.
That remind me, I think lasers too, right?
Yes.
Was even mentioned.
Yes. Yes. Laser beams, man. So everything you see happening right now is they're setting the tone for the because you're gonna have two invasions. You're gonna have the false invasion. This is gonna be the Edomites. They're gonna try to fake us and fake the world with their invasion, and then the Lord's gonna send the real one. So that's just gonna appear. They're gonna just appear. They're here now. It says where two or more gathered in my name, there I shall be by way of the chariots.
Yeah, because in Zechariah it says, this is the curse that goes forth over the face of the whole earth. Those chariots are a curse unto Babylon, unto America.
And our deliverance. That's what we're gonna be called in. It said they were all called up in the cloud. Our rescue ships. They're our rescue ships. You know what I'm saying? And they over you. Like right now, we're more, even the Lord said it.
Not to get you off
Come on, bro.
it's
Hey,
funny
come on,
that
bro.
we were mentioning this because the other night, like a few, I said about a week ago, I was somewhere late night and just happened to look up.
Yeah.
And I started looking at the stars, and I remember talking to one brother, and he, like, it was before my knowledge that I have now on the truth, you know what I'm saying? Basically learning, but we're always still learning. You know, just learning. And I mean, you know what I mean? And I remember hearing him say that, and I just kind of, but then I did my own, you know, research with that, and I had to get some awakening. But I was, a few nights ago, it was like they were moving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The stars. And I've always looked in the sky as a kid, and you see a star.
They start knowing you. They start knowing you. They start knowing that.
Just kind of looking at it.
Yeah, because stars don't move. Stars don't move. So there wasn't a star. There was a church.
It says there's legions.
Yeah.
The Lord said it. He told Caesar, he said, my Father will give me legions of angels. A legion is between 7,000 and 8,000. So the Lord himself had legions of angels over 7,000 to 8,000, man. That's why there was a prophet Elisha, and the young man, the Lord, Elisha, he said, Lord, open the young man's eyes, because he was scared. The young man was like, man, there's armies all over the city. Elisha, what we gonna do, man? There's armies, look, he's tripping. And Elisha was like, Lord, open the man's eyes. And he opened his eyes and he said, he's seen a mountain full of chariots and horsemen. Those were UFOs. He's like, yeah, it was an armada. And he said, there's more that is with us than them. So it's the same parable now. One of us could have 10,000 angels over us. That's because we're here in the story. We're not outside the story. You're playing in the most important role of all time. We're getting to witness the coming of the Lord. We're not like to be grown men at this time. You know what I'm saying? To be in our 20s, 30s, bro, we're in the height of our strength. You know what I'm saying? We're coming to our strength where we can be here with our minds, knowing what's going on, and to see him and understand it. Regardless if we make it, it's going to be a great sight to see, man. This devil is going to pay back for all our blood. I know that. Because if we get destroyed, damn near I know he next. I know that. He ain't making it. That's why I said if the righteous scarcely be saved, where should the wicked come in? I'm paraphrasing, but hey, our motivation is to be saved, man. You know, I want to be on them ships. I want a man that'll be glorious, and the world is going to see it. They're going to see us be beamed up and called up, and then come back. They're going to be like, man, damn, where did black dudes go? What the hell was that? News clips. You want to have TikTok videos. Chariot beaming up. They're going to be TikToks. They're going to immortalize that moment, man. Just like when the brother just said we left out of Egypt. Everybody heard. The harlot, what was her name? Rahab, the harlot. She said, man, I heard what the Lord did for y'all. This because, you know, dudes pillow talk. She a hoe. You know, them dudes, man, the niggas that came out was like, man, you'll never guess what fucking happened, man. These Egyptians got smoked by the people that were slaves. They were talking. They was like, what? So by the time we got to her, she was like, man, I done heard that. Look, remember me. Yeah. She said, remember me when y'all come into the city. I got you. And the story goes in, there was like people coming and she hit us and then told us we went the other way. So she pretty much looked out for us and she was blessed for that, man. You know, so that's the time we at, bro. The Lord is going to make his name known just like us. Jake will get money and put a car on 40s, man. He'll put them on 36s with peanut butter paint.
Yeah.
You know? Come on, man. Bubblegum seats so he can be noticed, man. Where do you think we get that from? We get that from our father. Man, look at the universe and the stars. This power has painted pictures for us to see on Earth.
And plus, the chariots scored of different colors, though.
Ooh, stones.
Different colors. And all that. So we are a lively people. That's why we buy all these cars, fix them up, make them look good.
Yeah. The Father's doing it to us. We're his project. We're his shoes. Yeah, he took the old, we were rusted out with the Valley of Dry Bones. He took old rusted out old school, no interior, no engine, primer paint. He said, oh, I got this. It was an old whip, and he did what? He put an engine in it, he fixing it. He said what? The Most High give it the increase. So us building up is who? The Most High building us, man. This moment is ordained, man. You know, for you to come out, deal with us, and be, man, look, I like it says, I don't know who it's you, man. All I know is I want to go home, man. I want peace, man, and that only comes through walking through this road we call hardship, man. Coming out here, getting cursed out, getting told, like my man. We didn't trip. He said, no, it's okay. But what happened? The spirit settled, and by the time he left, we were cool. That's the spirit of the Lord. If we would have got out of pocket, like young dudes,
what happened?
You see what I'm saying? We could have led to something that didn't even need to happen. Yeah. You understand? That's where experience come from. Because I was like, hey, bro, look, you know, that's why I read him that scripture, the sign. You know, hey, you see the sign? By the end of it, he's like, man, I love you guys, man. It turned from, it could have been like, hey, Nick, what, Nick? We
you don't
got
see
niggers.
that, and I follow guys online, IUIC, and there's been times where brothers or enemies have came and did what God was doing, and you know, it didn't end like they kind of had to, you know what I mean? You know, that's going them away from, you know, where they were giving the truth there.
Yeah, so now look at that. We gained the brother. He said, oh, we're going to do it again. So now we waiting to, you know, we gained the brother. You see what I'm saying? Instead of losing, because now we're not out here, me and this brother talk. We're not out here for our own glory, man. Forget us. We were just porky niggas a minute ago. If the Lord didn't have mercy on us, we'd be done. We'd be through. Right. We'd be good and dead, man. We'd be out here, we might as well not have no home, man. Right. That's where we at, man. We believe because, and what's going to happen? We're going to be multiplied, man. Our blessings are going to be multiplied. I mean, imagine the Lord said you get delivered, your seed is going to be as the grass, man. Go outside in your yard and look at grass. You know how infinite that is? Imagine seeing a sea of kids. You come in, I see the moment. You come off from a long trip. Well, you got to see a kids gripping your legs. Hey, calm down. Hey. You know, hey, a little Elijah, you know, you got to call them. You got to pick up your little girl. That's going to be where we got peace, man. You know what I'm saying? We tried that with the damn Black Wall Street to have our own, and they dynamited us, man. So we got to know we got to get the hell up out of here, and it goes through calling them the devil and walking this path, man. It's not easy. You know, it's not easy, but this is all we got. This is our only choice to it, man. Oh, let me finish this Zachariah for the brother, man. And if you got any other questions too, bro, definitely ask us, man. You know, and like I said, we like to build, man. And our job is to have flyers. We don't got flyers, but we'll get like a little contact from you, man. And we'll tell you when we come up here if you want to listen. We can definitely do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You ain't showed nothing, but you know, you've been asking questions too. So hey, this is the book of Zechariah 5 verse 2. It says, and he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. You got it, Short.
Now, other guys, that's a Torah scroll. No, that's a chariot. Because Torah scrolls, they don't fly.
Right.
So that's a chariot.
And it says, and he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof is 10 cubits. Then said he unto me, this is the curse which goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it. And everyone that swear shall be cut off as on Salakia. Swear shall be cut off as on that side according to it.
So when you see it, just know that the angels are watching it.
Yep.
he's being watched, right? And everything that he does, the angels go back and they tell the Father and the Son, like, hey, this is what he's doing, blah, blah, blah. So America's sins have reached unto heaven.
They get told on every blood they killed, every soul they took, they're gonna have to pay back double, man. Every one. They ain't gonna be no one, because what did the Lord tell Cain? He said, your brother's blood cried unto me. So everyone that was killed by this man is gonna tell the Lord, Father, we need revenge.
Yeah.
This needs to be taken care of. When even the Son is sitting on the right hand of the Father with vengeance. He's saying the day of vengeance burns in his heart, man, in his mind. He's waiting for the day that the Lord gives him that call, man. He's gonna come down here and he's gonna go to work, man. It's gonna be a scary ass time, man. But I know through the Spirit we built for it.
Yeah, it's deliverance. Like, yeah, because it is kind of approaching, just as much as it is an exciting. Everything exciting isn't beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
A roller coaster. Shit, you get on a roller coaster, you like, you be scared to death when you want it. But by the time you get off, you're like, man, I want to ride that again. But it's scary as
I'm
shit.
afraid of heights, so I don't fuck with that.
Hey, you better, that's what I say. I don't like to go up there. I wouldn't want to go to space with anything Esau got.
Right.
If I know the Lord, if I'm with the Lord, I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Man, I'm okay. That's how I feel, man. We're getting ready to inherit planets, man.
Yeah.
We're not just saying here, Earth. Earth is a stepping stool. What did the Lord say? He said, in my Father's house there are many mansions.
And the thing is, see, we know what fear is. The children don't. My daughter, she jumps off tables and all that. And she hurt herself, and I'm like, see?
Yeah, now you know.
But we know what fear is, but the Lord has not given us the spirit of fear, but of a sound mind.
Power.
See? Right, and power. So we don't fear what's coming, because we know who's controlling it. The Father, he's controlling it. He's controlling the whole thing. So since he's controlling the whole thing, what's the point of fearing? Right? Because when the Lord moves his left hand, his right hand is going to move too. And his right hand is the Messiah, is the Mashiach. Yep.
We're going to be used to right, man. We're gonna right the wrongs after the doubt, man. You know what's going to happen in the future, 1,000 years, man. Esau's going to be an extra 1,000 years bondage, and we're going to clean the earth up. We're going to have to clean up the plastic, the fucking waste he's been doing, all the bullshit, man. And then we're going to build up the world, man. That's why the nations, they're going to come to us and they're going to bring us tribute, man. Imagine that. This is while we yet have something, we're going to have to make room, because here come more gold and silver, man. Rich is not even going to be a word for it. We're going to make money. Imagine that. These men, they don't worry about no damn paycheck.
No.
They make money. They own banks. You know how much I go in there in the late night, print me 100 million?
They say, oh, just burn it.
They got places where they shred it. They said they got shred centers in the Fed. You think they shredding all that fucking money? Come on, man. They ain't shredding a damn thing. Now it's unmarked bills that is given to them. They say, oh, we gotta take those out of circulation. Come on, man.
And if I had a machine to make money, I wouldn't need a job. Why?
That's what they do. That's why they don't work.
Exactly.
And they go around and buy other people's companies.
They don't pay bills, man. They don't have money because they are money.
They own it. This is like they get.
That's why it surprises me.
It gets you mad. They be like, no, they own the damn electrical company. You gonna pay yourself? You gonna be like, all right, I made what, 500? I need to pay $500. Okay, $500 goes to this hand. Thank you for paying your bill today. Put it in your fucking pocket. You own it. That's what our people don't understand. It's like you're limiting yourself to what it is given, man. We're gonna make food. We're gonna make, man, it's gonna be off the chain, man. It says that grapes are gonna be the size of basketballs, man. When we get to the kingdom, that's what they used to be in the ancient world, man. It took two strong men. Come on, grapes, bro, look like watermelons. Imagine that. They're gonna have seeds just like the old ones, you know, big seeds they used to have. You have to spin them out. That's why they're gonna be big with their seeds. You're just gonna pull them big seeds out. Man, bro, I can't wait.
Because you know, bananas had seeds in it. Yeah, they're supposed to have seeds in it, and they're supposed to be smaller than what they are now.
Yep.
Because there are big ass bananas. I don't eat them, man.
Yeah, those are your, ain't those like now them are your GMO. We're not talking about big. We're talking about rice. We're talking about naturally only the way he can make big, not man-made big.
Nutrient big, nutrientized big. Like that's what it's going to be. Man, the earth is literally it's transforming right now. It's in a process of going through like us. You know, it's messed up, it's shriveled, it's earth, you know, it's melting. But the Lord's going to beautify that, man. It's the earth is going to be bigger. Man, I watched a documentary about how deep the earth and the ocean is. Man, it said the ocean, man, you can put the damn tallest mountain upside down, it's still won't hit the bottom of it. They said it's so far down, they said they got a midnight zone where they don't even have eyesight, man. Imagine if the Lord received that water down, grow the earth, and then you have more land mass. You'll have more land to inhabit, man. The earth is going to be beautiful. We need to welcome this because there's only about 60 years of topsoil left on earth. Through their contaminations in the stripping of the nutrients, there's 60 years of topsoil. So what happens when they take out the rest of the topsoil? We ain't gonna have no food, man. Then they're gonna start killing each other. That's why they're using this imitation meat, you know?
Yeah. Already, it's funny you mention that because there's been a lot of talk about that lately, food shortage.
Yeah.
And things.
Yeah, bro. But hey, we finna wrap it up. You ain't got no questions, my man. Hey, what's your name, bro?
My name's Brandon.
Brandon. That's what's up, man. Nice to meet you, bro. Hey, man. Let me get your contact, man. We'll send you our video. You got the phone. I'll give you our handle real quick, man. So you can this video will be uploaded probably in the next few days, man. What's your number, bro? I'll give you a call real quick. 573-424.
573-424-5166.
Yeah, this is our contact, so whenever, you know, you come up this way, you got some. 424?
Yeah, 424. Okay, it's probably because I use text now.
No.
Whenever I do get around Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it's good, bro. But we'll text you. I'll send text, you know what I'm saying, and let you know, like, hey, we heading that way. We'll be up there, you know, today or sometime, man. And just, hey, you already on the right track, man. You know, you got a very solid spirit on you, man, and just learn. You made a point that you probably need to watch. The guys that are doing that, they're not, you know, under no guide, man. Having a leader, or having not a leader, but having a shepherd that can teach you these things. All the things we know, we learn, man. And we study. And we learn with each other, we study with each other. That's how we build ourselves up. Because it says what? A workman rightly dividing the word of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? You want to be a workman, then, hey, the Lord, you know what you know, the Lord might call on you. He might call on you to go talk to somebody. You might be at work doing something, and you might have to go in. Dude come up to you, man, I don't know, I heard something about it, and bam, there's your call. You know what I'm saying? So you got enough information, bro, and hey, faith, man, believe. You know what I mean? That's it, man. We getting ready to be beautified on a high level, man. I can't tell you how high it's gonna be, but I know it's gonna be high, bro. You know, for real, man. You take care, Brandon. Hey, shalom, man. And you know the Lord's name too, right?
Sure.
Yahweh. Yahweh. Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh by Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is, no, break it down for me, brother.
Yahweh
pronunciation is
This brother gonna do it to you.
Yahweh. And that means Yah means he, and Hawa is. He is. He is everything. Now, by Hashem, Ba is in, Ha, the, Hashem, name. Yahweh Shai is Yah, Yahweh Shai, the deliverer. That's right. So he a deliverer.
Yep. That's what he's saying, because he's our deliverer. You know, Yeshua, then those are like the translations, because the vowels are missing. But that's another stunt. You know, that's another thing to get over. But we just give that. You know, we bless you in that name. You know what I'm saying? You dealt with us today. And hey man, Yahweh Shem Yahshua increase you, man. You know, for real, man.
Researchers
Hey,
on
dude,
that.
hey, I know you will. I know. Hey,
go,
you
man.
on it, bro.
Show me a
Take
lot.
care, man.
Man, this is what my sister told me, man. She lost her job, right? Because she wouldn't, that. And I'm like, oh shit. And I told him, I said, hey, hey, sis, whatever you need, I'll help you out as much as I can. So, yeah, man, it's coming down.
It's already here.
Jake is coming down to the wire, man. Jake, if you refuse to take the Vicky, or do the testing, you can lose your job, man.
And there's something in that testing too.
Yeah.
You got the nanotech in that too, man. So don't even do the testing. So hey, at the time the Lord gonna take care of us, man, because we worked.
That's right.
You know, so those that didn't work and you wanna it's too late in the game to jump on the bus. I get it, I understand, you know, but hey, you should have been getting it in. Now it's gonna be a little harder for you because you jumped in late and you didn't build up your spiritual bank account, man. That's what we're doing now. It says every man shall be weighed. It don't matter how personally you think you are. All of us have to go on this scale, man. We all have to be weighed. And if you don't make weight, you're going to be destroyed, man. Regardless of what you think. Regardless of your Instagram, your Facebook, your beliefs in who you are, and thinking, oh, I know God, you're going to be destroyed, man. All right? We're in the time of if you do not make weight and you don't take this thing seriously, you're going to be caught idle, man. And he's going to feed you with things that belong to idols, man. And the time we live in now is pure judgment coming down the line, man. And America will be judged for the sins that it's committed. Every drop of blood that it's spilled, it's gonna pay for, man. And if you don't co-sign with it, don't matter, man. You probably one that's gonna be destroyed with it, man. So with that, man, hey.
All right. So with that, you want to say all praises?
Yeah, how? Hey, say that shalom again, cause it cut off right after the salute.
Oh,
Like it hit right after we said to shalom.
Shalom Akim, Shalom Akiwa. We almost home. Stay strong, keep the faith. Shalom.
Shalom.